and make this a YouTube video. Just me sitting waiting for a game. Oh, we got a game. Okay. 1933. Okay, not a new account. That's good. Okay. Chess. Ooh, okay. What is this? McDonald? Old McDonald. Old McDonald had. Ooh, and we're going to play the tall line, which I do not get enough practice with. One of the only gambits that I play. Do I put the bishop outside of the pawn chain, or do I play e6? It's been so long. I cannot remember. I seem to recall something about I end up putting bishops on d6 and e6, so that would lead to e6 being a move here. Although, can't he just play something like queen e2? I guess then I could play bishop d6 and then castle, and then... Yeah, I just can't remember if I want this outside the pawn chain. I cannot remember. So let's not use memory, let's use brain. Because my memory thinks that we actually do want it out a little bit. Well, memory is also saying this, but logic is telling me to play e6 here. So I'm going to play e6. And then bishop d6. Oh, wait, no, there's something. Memory is taking over again. And I believe we play knight c6 before we play bishop d6. Let me just rewind a little bit. Yeah. So I think we do that. Now, I guess the reason is, if there's a reason, is to stop d4. Because if we go bishop d6, then d4 might be a problem. I would have to go cd. And I'm guessing you would take with a knight. And yeah, that gets, I don't think that's great. So I think we go knight c6 first. Then bishop d6. Then castles. And then, oh god. Okay. I am very uncomfortable being down a pawn. I don't think I want him to take that. I mean, I could move my queen somewhere like to d7 and then just say I have better development here. Wonder, maybe bishop g4? That doesn't help me. That doesn't help me. Yuck. So maybe I should have played bishop. Ouch. Bishop d6. But yeah, d4 though. God. It's possible I played this correct and I just have never seen knight g5 before. So the patient thing to do would be to move my bishop again. Wait, did I voluntarily? No, I did that, yeah. So I could put it like on f5. If he goes queen e2, I just go bishop e7. And if bishop e2, then I don't know, but I think that makes sense to me to go there. Otherwise, I would put it like on. Well, I don't know. That makes the most sense. It's the most active square instead of like d7 or c8. He plays knight a3 right away. That is a very strange move. I'm guessing he wants to go to c2 to beef up d4. It's getting a little cold. I'm going to turn off my fan. So I guess it has some merit, but it might be a little slow. So I could kick out his knight now, or I could play bishop d6. Oh, maybe he just wants to do this for the bishop d6. That doesn't really make sense though, because then I can take here. So yeah, bishop d6. Might he go g3? I don't know. That seems a little weird. His king is quite exposed. Any benefit to playing h6 first? I don't know, but I think I'm going to go bishop d6. So just doing a quick blunder check. Oh, but yeah, there is queen e2, but I don't know if its queen is great there. Okay, I'm going to go here. Yeah, so if queen e2, I guess I would go bishop e7, and then I'll just say that his queen is worse, or at least no better on e2 than it was on d1. Yeah. Okay, so I've got bishop d3. Doesn't do a whole lot. He can just go queen f. Well, queen f2, I could bring in my knight, which could be annoying. So let's say he goes queen d1. I'm kind of obliged. Well, I'm not obliged to do anything. But also, that's not going anywhere. Well, it is if he plays d3, though. Like, if I castle, then he can play d3. And my window might be gone there. Yeah, so if I go bishop d3, let's say he goes queen e3, I might have knight g4. Knight g4. And then, I don't know, queen b3. Not really sure about that. Castle's d3, rook e8. Well, d3 does hem in his light squared bishop. Yeah, that's kind of a tough call, but I think I'm just going to castle here. Play it safe. Yeah. I gotta start playing quicker. Okay, well, we still have bishop d3, and now it's better. I also have rook e8. So if I want to go rook e8 first, let's say queen d1. I still get a discovery in there, not a good one. Might pick up a pawn, though. Might pick up the f4 pawn. Rook e8. Yeah, maybe rook e8 now. Yes, rook e8. If he ignores it, let's say he plays g4. Then I have bishop d3. So I think I'm going to go rook e8 here. Oh wait, he actually has knight d5. And if I do that before I play bishop d3, then I can't play bishop d3. So rook e8, knight d5. Now he has queen e3. If I go bishop d3, he has queen e3. He didn't before because of h3. Then I might have, no, it wouldn't work. Shoot. But, yeah, knight e5 is unfortunate that he has that. I'm not happy about that. Maybe what if I go knight d4? No, I'm going to go rook e8 first. Let's play rook e8, and then I don't know what I'm doing about knight e5. Whoa, so weird. So I can give a knight check. So knight e4, king g1. Then I have a fork. That's good. Even though I almost don't want to take that because my knight is strong. But yeah, so I have knight e4, and he has to go back. And then I still have the fork. So no, this is a fork no matter what. Okay, so I can win the exchange here, but not overly thrilled about it because, as I say, my knight is actually really good in this position. But I'll take the exchange. Now the Tal Gambit is paying dividends. Okay, he plays queen f2. Probably I should take the rook now. I don't think I need to go crazy. So let's not waste time. Let's just take the rook. And then I could trade bishops. And that might force even further trades. I have more space, so that's not really something I really want to do or need to do. It wouldn't hurt to do that. Maybe bishop f6. If he plays g4, I think I can just go here to e4. Well, yeah, but then my rook is trying to play. I mean, that's not bad either. It's not a bad option. Yeah, both options are okay. Maybe I should just play one of them. Okay, I will do that. Unless this could be annoying, because if I play bishop f6, how do I deal with this? Like if my queen gets out of here, I might lose a pawn there. If I did go bishop d3, queen d3, and then knight e5, I guess I would take, but I'm a little bit uncertain about that. Bishop f6, g4, bishop e4, bishop g2. Yeah, I don't really like bishop g2. I don't really like all that. So maybe I will do this after all of that. Okay. Yeah, still a lot of work to be done. So if bishop takes d3, queen takes d3, queen e3. Yeah, it's still quite a game after that. Then I have maybe rook a e8, rook a d8, I mean. Okay, he doesn't play that though. Yeah, he is eyeing this. So I'm thinking just a6 here. Immediately drive him out. I don't want this to be an issue. I guess then he could go bishop d3 though. And I would have to take the knight. And so I guess he could recapture, but I'm not. I wonder if I should just take his bishop instead, and then queen f1, and then a6. I kind of get a tempo out of that. Maybe I'll do that. Just I'm getting a little low on the clock. I shouldn't get too low. So let's go a6 here. And then maybe bishop f6. Oh, he gets this. That's crap for me. That's terrible. Whoops. That's terrible for me. Damn. Things are not looking great. That's annoying. Crap. Yeah, I've got knight b4, a3. Could this lead to anything? Oh, this sucks. Fike. Oh, now I'm panicking. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to panic here. The last 3 or 4 moves I made were not great. Yeah, I just didn't see this square. That's a huge square for him. He also had the pawn for the exchange. I mean, I'm better, but not tremendously so. I think there was some better things I could have done than what I did. Yeah, again, in the past 3 or 4 moves, but oh well. Okay. Frustrating. I don't know. Bishop d6, it's a move. I'll just do a quick blunder check first. Ugh, I don't know if I really want that. It's going to be annoying, but I also don't really love this. Although I do have some back rank stuff. Okay, whatever. I'll take here. I'll take there. Maybe I'll do this. There we go. That's not terrible. Okay, I might go for that. Now he could win this pawn, but then I could take here. It's not ideal. We've got this. Bishop h4. He moves the queen somewhere. Let's just start with the, no, that's a little bit, okay, wait. So let's say queen g4. I give a check, and then how do I follow up here? Yeah, it looks good, but it's not as good as it looks. Here? That could bite me in the ass. He just opens things up. I need the other rook. I need to get my rooks into the game. Okay, I'm going to do it. Oh, no, it's so tempting, right? It's so tempting. And then I'm thinking like this. I'm trying to get something, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Crap. What happened? I was winning. Oh, I see. I can't do that here. Okay, let's go here. Uh-oh. I'm almost, my rook is almost trapped. I gotta be careful about that. I gotta be careful about that. Yeah. And then I don't have queen h4 anymore, but. Okay. I do have this. He can climb up, but then my other rook gets in, which is kind of nice. Wait, my queen can't move like that. What am I talking about? Okay, so we'll just go here then. There's a fork. There is a fork, but then I've got this check, and then I have a discovery. I guess I could win the queen, but my queen would still be under attack there. So maybe I'll go here. Oh, there's a fork there. Crap. Can I do this? Yeah, that might be something. Okay. Yeah, that was interesting. There was a tactic I was looking at. If I can just get a rook or a queen to the e-file, I have check and I can pick up its queen here. And I was going to do that by putting the queen here, but then this complicates things. Because after check and check, what did he do? Oh, he took there. Oh yeah, I guess I have to. Oh God, no, the rook comes in? I could even just ignore it. Could just ignore it. I'm gonna, okay, this is risky. Oh, there's a fork again. I could force a queen trade. Also very risky. Okay, this is this is super risky because he's got a lot of pawns here and his rook gets active. This is a very risky move, but I got no time. Ah, man, I don't know. I actually could have forced a draw on that last move. Okay, he defends here. Well, we can take a pawn. I might do that. So my king is safe right now. The concerns are his c-pawns. I guess he can just take on b7. And then I take on a2. I don't know, man. That looks bad for me. Ooh, okay. That seems like a bit of a opening. Because, yeah, we take here. So, yeah, let's do that to start. And then I get the other rook into there. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Same thing. I'm just going to double up here. Let me just see if there's anything better. I'm going to do that. That looks too good. Oh, yeah. No, that looks good. That looks good. So how does he deal with this? Rook b1, but then I take his bishop at the very least. Not at the least, but at a minimum. I take the bishop. Yeah, the same thing as at the least. That's probably what I would do. It might be quicker to just go. Okay. Not sure which way is better. I was, looking at rook e1, but not sure which way is better. So let's just make a move. Well, I think I'll just take for simplicity. There's probably something better than that, but I don't have any time. And then I'm thinking bishop here. Is what I'm thinking. Watch out for forks. And I suspect a resignation soon. Oh, things got a bit hairy there for a while. Yeah, so I think I can just take on c5. I don't see any forks. These are different colored squares, so there can't be a fork there. Hello, T Street. And probably I'll just do this. I don't see how he defends it. I guess he could defend. No, he can't defend it. So there we go. Already getting used to the black coffee. Didn't take too long. It's always like the The first few sips are terrible. First few sips are terrible. Okay, so we got the win. Let's review that. So the tall gambit, is that the only gambit that I play? There might be, I don't know. It's the only one I can think of at the moment. There's like some obscure stuff where you allow like a poison pawn in some lines, but this is, I think, the only gambit that I play. Couldn't remember what like if I put the bishop outside the pawn chain here or not, but I seem to remember that I like my bishops on e6 and d6 here, so that's what I went for. The knight g5 I've never seen before, so that really made me concerned that I played this incorrectly. Decided to keep the bishop, and well, he played strange here. I guess he regretted the queen e2 because he's like, well, wait a second. But wouldn't it make more sense for him to play g4? I guess he still didn't like the discovery, but he had this. Unless he was concerned about g4 bishop d6, because then, yeah, because then I'm threatening to take, and it's kind of the same issue for him. So I think he regretted the queen e2. That's why he played king f2. Won the exchange here. Spent forever on this move, bishop d3. Then I got into trouble here, allowing knight d4, but I don't know how we could have prevented it. Yeah, that was a really good idea for him, putting that knight there. I don't know how I'm supposed to deal with that. And then here things were looking good again. Well, no, not here. Not here. Oh yeah, so here I wanted to double up, but then this just doesn't quite work, because I can win his queen here if it wasn't for this fork. And then I was so low on the clock, I just decided to bail out, take my chances with a queen trade, which fortunately worked out, but I think he might have been able to do better here than what he did. The g3 move was weird. Like, why didn't he just take here? I mean, I had this check, but it doesn't do anything. Or, I don't know. This was a bad move, g3. Yeah, I mean, g3 was really bad. And I'm also not sure about this rook b3. That might have been bad too. Yeah, and then it's just easy from here on out. Okay, let's see what the computer has to say. The graph looks pretty good. Okay, so from the top. Yeah, so it is e6. That's good. I did remember that. Okay. And and then here too, knight c6. I guess bishop b6 is fine too, but so this move, knight g5, I've never seen before, I don't think. And the computer is not showing me anything, so let me refresh. There we go. It likes bishop f5 or bishop g4. Bishop g4, I thought he just plays bishop e2 though. I guess then we have queen e7. And if knight c3, guess h8, I don't know. Apparently this is good. But bishop f5 was good too. Yeah, so it liked everything I did. And then up here, I didn't play super accurately. I played rook e8, which, I mean, but yeah, these are all small details. Doesn't really matter too much. Wow, it likes to take on f1 over h1. I gotta look at that. Knight takes f1. If king takes... Wow, and then we have, well, no, but bishop d6. And if he defends the f pawn, rook e2. Wow. And if he doesn't defend it, I win the pawn, period. So, well, I don't know. This is a holy crap, suffocating. That's crazy. Okay, and if he takes with the queen, bishop d3, bishop h4. I don't know. Oh, and then we put the bishop in here. Wow, that's nasty. Take on f1. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, so all the moves I made were getting less. I mean, you can see well, you can't see the graph, but slowly the gap is lessening, narrowing with every move. But then again, I am getting, like, the time difference is substantial. So I guess that's to be expected. I am still in the lead, so that's good. Yeah, I just want to look back at this because this is kind of crucial here. So first of all, rook e2, it's not in the top 5. Computer prefers anything else. This kind of makes sense because then there's no fork. So we could nip that in the bud immediately. Bishop h4, I was certainly thinking about this. But I didn't really know the follow-up. Yeah, I don't really know how to follow up from here. Hello, N17. Do you think you would have seen those moves if you considered taking bishop? Well, you would have to. I mean, the only reason you would take the bishop is if you thought about all of those positional binds. Otherwise, you'd be, yeah. So the only reason you would ever take on f1 is if you had seen that whole plan. Oh, you're just saying if I considered, yeah. I mean, if somebody told me, what about knight takes f1? Yes, I would have. Then all of those positional binds would have come to mind. But then again, in this type of time control, it's safer to just take the rook. If it was like a classical game over the board, then I might take the bishop. Excuse me. Okay. What were they doing? Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna sneeze again. Oh, come on. Oh, it did. Oh, it faked me out. It faked me out. Now I want to sneeze, but okay. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, and here I'm just in time trouble. Better with bishop f2 apparently. Yeah, but, and then this, I just had not much time at this point. It wants to go queen takes, but I don't know. This felt a little bit scary. Like we're starting to, this is a little bit much. It's very easy for me to just lose the game. So I decided to trade queens since I was in time pressure. And so overall, I'm happy with how I played. I mean, I didn't play pitch perfect, but I think I played pretty well. Okay. Oof, that was a Okay. Okay, I'm going to play another game. I'm just waiting for Stockfish to finish analyzing a position. I don't know how long it'll take. It's at depth 48 right now. I want it to get to 49. So I need to like talk until it finishes. Hello, Case Money. Okay, so the people in the chat, I'm going to say the names of people that I think are real people. It's always hard because there's like 90% of the people here are bots. Okay, I'm going to say Case Money, bouncing across. I mean, I know these are real people. Mark Zink, I'm not sure about. I'm leaning towards that's a person. Well, N17 is a person. T Streets is a person. The other ones, I'm not sure about. Yeah, it's hard to tell because a lot of the usernames they really sound like real people. But okay, N17, am I at all unhappy with how I manage my time? Normally I hate the way I manage my time. In this game, not so much. For one thing, this was classical, so I do have increment, which is something I can really rely a fair bit on, like 15 seconds increment. Near the end, I did start to slow down a bit, but I did have an advantage on the board already, and I wasn't super low. Like I had 3 minutes with increment. So this game, no. Possibly on this move here, Rook E2, that was a little slow. But here I was starting to see tactics. That's why I was spending more time. So in this game, no, I don't really regret my time management. Normally I do, though. Still waiting for Stockfish to finish. Yeah, that's my backup. If I don't get a game in 15 after like 5 minutes or so. Oh, we got another game. Oh, this guy. I played this guy before. Okay. Well, I played him twice before. He beat me last game. We're 1-1. Igor Crunchinen. Yeah, this guy's pretty good. Sicilian. Everybody plays a Sicilian, it seems, in classical. Oh, but we might get a Saveshi. Oh, no. So what is this? It's like a delayed O'Kelly. I think I might be able to. Could I try? I was thinking maybe C4 here. But I don't want to get trapped into a bad version of the O'Kelly. But the pawns have been traded off. Because C4 won't necessarily transpose into an accelerated dragon because G6 hasn't been played. In a normal O'Kelly, it would be E4, C5, knight F3, and then it would be A6 immediately. And then you don't want to play D4 because I think E5 later on is the problem. But what's confusing me is that we've traded the C and the D pawns already. So is it safe to play C4? Yeah, because like C4, that's what I'm scared about. We transpose to the main bad line of the O'Kelly, which is knight D4. I mean, after knight D4, queen D4, E5. Or E5, I guess I could just go queen E5 in this case. So maybe it is okay here. The C4. There is also queen A5, but I don't think that's a problem. I think I can just go Well, even just knight c3 would be fine. So I guess I will play c4, but I'm scared. And yeah, and so c4, queen a5, knight c3, and if c4, knight d4, queen d4, I'm fine. I'm going to play c4. Goodbye 2 minutes of my clock. Okay, and now we have it's almost like a Taimanov. Maybe it is, but it's a Taimanov with an a6 and a c4 instead of knight c3. So it's different. I'm concerned. I'm concerned about taking, and then BC, and then D5. I can't remember, because often when the queen isn't on C7, I like to take on C6 here. But yeah, I'm worried about this. So I don't think I will take. I think I will play knight C. Oh, wait. We don't need knight C3. So I could play just bishop E2. Most of these will just transpose, I would imagine. So, yeah, I guess I'll go bishop E2. That should be okay. It looks weird though. Shit. I'm playing super scared this game. This is like basic openings. Okay, yeah, now we have a Scheveningen type position. And I think I would just castle now. This doesn't change anything. Like, maybe he has queen b6 type of stuff, which is kind of annoying, I will say. But I might just go knight b3. So I'm going to castle here, get that over with. Okay, he plays that. So we're just kind of transposing into a Scheveningen. And I'll just play knight c3 here. Wait, before I do that, yeah, queen b6 could be annoying. Well, again, I have knight b3, I think. Yeah, but sometimes you can get into trouble here. So, yeah, queen b6, I think I go knight b3. I don't want to take on c6 because bc. Yeah. Although one thing to think about, I think there might be some traps here. Let's see, bishop e3 and queen b2. Sometimes there's traps here. Actually, there's, yeah, okay, hang on. Yeah, so bishop e3, queen b2. Are there any traps? There might not be here because my knight is under attack. I would probably have to play knight a4. And he has one square. But I was looking at a similar position not too long ago. That's why I'm thinking. Yeah, queen b2, knight a4. He has just one square. Queen a3 that I can see here. So then he goes queen a3. And is there a way to trap it? Could I then go back, bishop back to c1? Let's see. Bishop e3, queen b2, knight a4. I think queen a3 is forced. So queen a3 and then bishop back to c1. No, he has queen b4. But he's running out of squares. Queen b4, I might have rook b1. That might trap him. Ooh boy. Let me do it without the arrows. Bishop e3, queen b2. And actually, hang on. There might be something a hell lot simpler. No, never mind. Yeah, so bishop e3, queen b2, knight a4. Yeah, queen a3. And then bishop d1. Oh my god. Yeah, bishop d1. And then he has queen b4. And then rook b1. He's got queen a5. The bastard. He's got queen a5. So that doesn't work. Okay. All that time wasted. Oh shit. Okay. So just knight b3 then. After all of that. Which was the first move I was going to do. But oh my god. This is why I get into time trouble. Ooh. Nice thing is at a tournament, I'm not there twiddling my thumbs being like, this is so long and like nothing to think about. I've always got stuff to think about. I don't have that problem of being bored during a game. Okay, so I've got no time now. I'm in time trouble because I'm stupid. Okay, so maybe bishop e3. Just developing the bishop. Why not, right? Can't be bad. Famous last words. Yeah, let's just play it. I was just doing a quick blender check, but... So we go to c7 or to d8, and then, I don't know, f4 maybe? Maybe get the queen developed? Yeah, possibly queen c2, but... or queen d2, but... You know, I don't know if I want to stay on the d file. F4, we do have the bishop here, so we could potentially play f4, but what am I doing with f4? Actually, knight e4 is interesting because this is a cute little hole to go to, like bishop here. That's kind of annoying for him. Maybe not that annoying. He can kick me out eventually. But it's a neat idea. Do I have to worry about b5? Probably not, no. Okay, back to business. f4, let's say f4 castles. What am I doing with that? e5? Probably not. That just drops a pawn. Unsure how to continue. Maybe f4 just keeps calling to me though. f4, f5. I guess I could take there, and then that's not terrible. I think. I might play f4. Scary. We're doing it. I'm doing it. So castles f5. But I don't really want to take on e6. Ooh, this almost rings some bells of sacrifices of like knight here. I forget something in the back of my head. Something in the back of my head. There's these ideas. If there wasn't a knight on f6, sometimes there's stuff you can do there. Probably saw it in a video. Okay, so he castles, so f5. And then rover. f5, yeah, he ignores it. Let's just say he plays b6 and I get a free move. I don't know how I'm continuing there. I don't know what to do. Maybe I should trade. I don't know if I should trade. I don't really want this stuff happening. Bringing the knight down this way. There we go. That's an idea. Knight d2 to f3. That's something. Even to go to h4 potentially and then f5. Okay, so what if this opens? How do I, what am I doing in a perfect scenario there? I don't know. Now, even if the knight comes in, I don't know how I'm getting stuff done. Okay, I like I'm going to go rook c1 actually. It just came to me. So, well, we can line this up. Plus, the rook could maybe do this. So, that's enough to convince me. Is g4 a thing? I'm not used to this type of aggression. It might be a thing. Now, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, it remains to be known. Oh boy, here we go. Hi. G4. Terrifying. That's terrifying. Oh man. See, the problem with the f5 is if he doesn't take it. I think I might play g4. I could also go queen e1. What about that? Queen e1, queen g3, but then I can't play g4. And how do I attack? g4, that is... Let's see what it looks like from black's perspective. Ugh. That's not my style. Okay, I'm gonna play it, man. Wish me luck. Oh, this is not my style, man. Like this is like the most scary move to play if I played in a tournament. I can't think of a scary, like, oh man. Okay, so let's say he plays bishop b7. Am I playing g5? Probably. Because he has to move the knight. I'm not sure where he would put it. Maybe to e8. And then what? Oh God. Oh God. Okay, we'll do that. I then have h4. I mean, I could just go all out, but I'm not used to this. Yeah, so he moves the knight, and then what? Am I playing h4? Okay, I'm playing h4. I played it. So h5. Just here we go. Just boom. Just going for that. Just go. Here we, I'm all in at this point. Black's perspective. I don't know. Look at White's king though. It looks so naked here. White's poor king. Oh, he moved. No, e5. I'm going to have to think about this one. Actually, I've got knight d5 now. He gave me this beautiful square. I don't think I can... I can't help myself on that. We're playing that. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. You going to give me d5? He panicked with e5. That was a panic. Yeah. Now we're just coming in and wreaking havoc. I think I will take that. Yeah, he panicked. That was a panic from all of these pawns. He panicked. Okay, let's not get overconfident. I do that far too frequently. Things have changed. Things have changed in this position. Except my clock hasn't changed. That's a problem. Now what? F5 maybe? Yeah, I like F5. Except it drops G5. I don't like dropping G5. And dropping G5 seems like a problem that's going to happen. I could bring the bishop back, but then that lost me a tempo. No, it didn't, because I took a pawn. Oh, there's a fork. I'm pointing at the screen. You can't see what I'm pointing at. I go back here. It's a brilliant move. Defends this. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can't go there. So that defends that. And then I have, it's a clearance. So we come back. Brilliant. Boom. Beautiful. Bishop e3. Clears the b6 square for our knight now. And it defends f4. I love it. Retreating move. Come on. Yes, sir. The position has transformed. Wow. Did I get rewarded for playing g4? Trying new things. Okay, stop celebrating. The game's not over. I do this way too often. It's a bad psychological habit. Yeah, I think all players do it to some degree. I think I do it a little bit more, but you get a good position and then you start celebrating in your mind. Especially if you had a bad position. Okay, yeah, so I got to think objective here. So what? I'm up a pawn. I've got a lot of space. This is an incredible knight. His king side is in quite a bit of danger. Downsides for me, well, time. Time and my king is exposed. So even like queen h3 could be a danger. Probably I was just going to put the rook f2 is what I was planning. Or maybe I could even just play if queen h3, bishop g. No, well, yeah, I could do that, right? Bishop g4. No, it's not perpet. Okay, so he takes on f4. I could take with the bishop. That would make the most sense because it defends g5. I also have the fork. I guess that's what he was calculating. But this trumps anything because I'm hitting the queen. So that does look good to me. Knight b6, that is. He would have to move the queen probably. I mean, the most dangerous square that I can think of is queen h3. And yeah, he's hoping for this perpet. So knight b6, queen h3. Then he'll have time to move that rook after. But I do have bishop g5. But then he takes here. He takes on, that's what he was calculating. So boom, queen h3. Yeah. I guess I could then take the pawn. I could do that, but then he takes here. So that's a can of worms. So I'm not going to go to b6, as tempting as it is. Now the question is, how do we want to take here? With the rook or the bishop? I could take with the knight. I don't want to take with the knight. So taking with the rook is interesting, but g5 falls. So I guess there's bishop g5, and we run into this again, but it's not as dangerous anymore. So I'm going to do that. Final answer. Okay. So queen h3. Maybe I can even just go, ooh, rook c3. Come on. Now that our bishop has moved off the third rank, we have rook c3, which looks beautiful. I love how I'm playing this, I gotta say. Okay, yeah, but queen h3, rook c3. I don't see a problem with that. That's just a full tempo. A big tempo, because my rook is greatly improved on c3. So that's definitely my response. Okay, so let's say what, maybe knight e5. Then I've got my forky fork. Although it does give him a lot of play with knight e. Oh wait, he can't do that because his queen's under attack. Yeah, so knight e5. Bishop b6. I guess he could come in again, but still rook c3 saves the day. Yeah, his queen gets to go nowhere good. Okay. Okay. This wins the queen. This wins. No, it doesn't. There's f5. Okay. So, no, but it does. I just en passant, baby. Yeah, bishop g5. And then en passant. Bing, bang. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Yes, sir. Wow, this game was amazing. It's not over yet, though. Stop pretending that it's over. En passant. En passant. And nothing has changed to the queen's turmoil. What a game. Okay, game's not over. Stop celebrating. Stop celebrating. Okay, so, well, Zwish Zug? Knight takes, we trade, no, we'll take here for, yeah, okay, let's take the queen. Let's stop screwing around. Stop screwing around. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's not quite enough. It's not quite enough. To win that. Is that the best I can do? Yeah, let's do this. I don't know if that's the best. Okay. You know, it would suck after all my stupid celebrations that I lose. Oh man, that would suck. Okay. Maybe queen g4? Because then I'm threatening to take here twice, because its rook would be hanging. And I'm threatening this. So queen g4 looks good. I'm just doing a quick blunder check. There is this though, and that is a problem. Yeah, that's a problem, unfortunately. Okay, would this be a thing? Yeah, maybe knight d4. Or should I take on g6 first? Maybe I'll do that. Okay, I'll take on g6. And then oh wait, no, no, knight d4 wouldn't have worked anyways. Okay, so I don't want to give up that knight. I can't clone it either. Rook c2. Maybe rook c2. He's still getting that in, which I don't like. That's annoying. This bit, maybe I could go here to stop that. I might do this. Yeah, I'm leaning towards this. It's protected twice right now. Okay. So I do not like knight. That's like the only thing that really scares me here is knight e5. So plus the bishop isn't really doing anything on h6. It's blocking the h file, but it's not really doing anything there. So let's put it to work. So my issues right now are, well, same as always. It's the clock. Yeah. So he comes in here. I'm not surprised about that. But what's he threatening? He's not really threatening anything. I actually have queen g4 again. But this time I'm covering that square. So now it's not a problem. So I think I'm going to go queen g4 because it's a fork. He might go here, but that, I don't know. I'm not scared about it. Yeah. So queen g4, do a quick blunder check. But it seems fine. Yeah. I like this move. Overall, I think computer might disagree, but I like the way I've played. My moves have been super logical. Nothing fancy. I see a problem and find a simple solution. So it's g5. I think I guess I could just take it, but then he does get knight d5. He does get knight d5. Okay, so oh shit, my time. Okay, this is worrying me now. I am in time pressure. Did I have check? I had check, damn it. Well, it still works now. So let's go here. So how does he deal with this? I should have done this last move. Yeah. Well, we'll take the knight. And check. Okay, resigns. What a game. Holy moly. Oh, man. I thought I played great. Now, he made my life a million times easier when he played e5, which was a panic move. He was scared of my attack, my g4, g5, h4. We'll see if the computer agrees with how I played that game. I thought I played it very well, but that's may not have been the actual case. Oof. Okay, so I'll look at it quick without the engine, and then with the engine again. I burned a lot of time in the opening because I just can't remember things. Yeah. Boris, the elevator says, pretty sure I had knight c5. I'm not sure when that was. If it was at the very end, I was just trying not to blunder at the end, basically. I was under a lot of time pressure. Yeah, so I spent a very long time in the opening. Played f4, like this type of thing is a lot easier to play online. In a tournament game, this is scary to play. But it felt like it was my time to, because black was kind of pushing me for a little bit. Now it's my time to attack, it feels. Played rook c1, probably not the top move. Maybe I could have even played g4 immediately. But it made sense to me. Lining up with the queen. Maybe we go to the third rank later. Yeah, played g4 again. In a tournament game, I don't know if I'd have the guts to play g4. It's such a scary move to play. But I couldn't see the downside. Like, apart from my king being exposed, I didn't see a reason why I shouldn't play g4, so I played it. Same with h4. And yeah, I think this was his big blunder of the game. Black might be fine if he just plays calm. Because I still have to force, I got to prove my attack, right? Let's say it's my move again. I don't really have anything. Maybe I have f5 if it was my move right now, f5. But even if I had two moves, what am I doing? f5. Yeah, then I guess I would take here. I guess that would be good at that point. But that's if you give me like 3 consecutive moves. So what could he have done instead of e5? I don't know. I don't know if d5 is too slow. Because he could maybe go knight d6 and that helps defend f5. I don't know. Is f5 a thing? Potentially. I don't know. Yeah, possibly f5 is a thing. Yeah, d5. Yeah, that's the nice thing about the attack, right? Black has to worry about defending, but okay. So he played e5. It gave me the beautiful d5 square. Even if I hadn't won b6, I would have been extremely happy in this position. Because I could even just h6 by itself is good. Yeah, but I did have this. And then I loved my move, bishop e3. Very simple move to miss. Retreating, but it gives me this threat of knight b6 and it defends f4. So I was very happy to see that. I didn't play knight b6 here because queen h3 worried me. Although in hindsight, no, that still kind of worries me. I did have rook f3, but then I'm not sure what happens after queen h5. So yeah, I took, and then this just wins the queen. Boris says in that sequence it looks like knight c5. Knight c5? We can't go to knight c5. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so we won his queen here. I was in major time trouble at this point. Oh, sorry. You're right. That is b5. Okay. Knight c5. Let me go back. So you're saying kind of around here? Oh, because the queen is on pre. Maybe knight c5 here you're talking about. That's interesting. There still might be... I'm still not sure about queen h3, though. I guess we have rook c3. Yeah, we have rook c3, which is something that I saw later. So, so yeah, knight c5 might have been good there. If you, I don't know if you mean this exact position or not, but he does have queen c8. Which yeah, I guess he has queen c8. But that would be a pretty good trade for us. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, getting back to the game here. Yeah, I liked all my decisions here, and then retreating the bishop, stopping knight e5, because that move can be very annoying and dangerous. Yeah, then we had this fork. Brought in the knight. I didn't see that I had queen e6 at this point, although rook f7. Wait, that doesn't stop anything. Yeah, no, that just wins the knight no matter what, right? So I could have played it a move earlier, but I was under time trouble. Played it now, and yeah, he resigns. So he could have, if he kept playing on, I guess, what would I have done? Well, check. And, oh, that's mate next move. I didn't even see that. So it was mate. Okay, let's see what the computer has to say. Let's see if it agrees with how I played. Let's look at the graph. Yeah, that's about what it felt like. This little dip here, I don't care about. This I'm in time trouble, and well, 7-2 is pretty big, but that's bigger than I would like, because +2 is a lot of work still. So I guess we can take a look at that. But okay, so looking at the move by move. Yeah, so knight c3 and c4 are the two main lines. I think I remembered perfectly. c4 just slightly better than knight c3. So this was all fine and good. So bishop e3, I was calculating this out, and I was right that this is a trap, but what did I miss? I thought he could escape this way. Oh, I actually missed queen b4 too. I thought he only had queen a3. I didn't see queen b4 for some reason. I guess it would have transposed. No, it doesn't quite transpose. It's a little bit different. So I hadn't seen that, but if he had played queen b4, no, it would transpose. Yeah, it would have transposed. So, oh, I didn't see this. Unless I'm confused. Hang on, let me start over. So if he goes queen a3, I was going to go bishop c1. Yeah, I did screw up, because in my mind, I was going to go rook b1 here. When I was calculating it. But we can't do that. So you go bishop d2, and if queen back to a3, it wants to take on c6. And his queen is still stuck, so I guess we have time to play rook b1 or queen c2. If he takes here, I don't know. Apparently there's some trap. I guess this just traps a queen right there. That's kind of funny. And we also could have done queen c2, because again, its queen can't move, so this doesn't really change anything, and eventually we'll trap it. Oh, wait, that doesn't work. Let's see. Oh, probably here. Yeah. The rook just covers b4. So, yeah, I was correct that there was a way to trap the queen, but I did miscalculate rook b1. And there was something else I wanted to look at. Yeah, I want to look at queen b4. Oh, it's the same thing. Yeah, so the key here is not rook b1 because of knight takes d4. But we trade this off first and then rook b1. Okay, so I did remember correctly that there was stuff like that. But I played knight b3, which is just as good. Actually, it's better than bishop b3. Yeah. Okay. So this was all fine and dandy. F4. Yeah, F4 was good. Rook c1 was good. So g4 is an inaccuracy. Let's let it run a little bit. Yeah, it's not in the top 5. It wants. I told you guys knight d5. I was talking about it during the game. Computer likes knight d5 here. Also likes bishop f3. That's insane. Because I'm not sure why, but there was something in my mind saying, well, you can just rewind the video. I said something like, "Oh, in some positions like this, I think you can actually play knight d5 for some reason." Yeah, it's the second top engine move. Yeah, I played g4, which is, it's about +1. So it's maybe number 6 top move, maybe 6 or 7. There were better moves that we could have played. That being said, this might be a good practical move because black has to defend carefully. But I want to take a look at this knight d5. So you have to take with... Oh, it's so obvious now. Oh, I thought it was complex, but it's just, yeah, there's a pin here. So we win a pawn, I think. No, we don't. Yeah, we win a pawn. No, we don't win a pawn. But it's positionally, it's good because this bishop is bad and there's Isolani. Although, what about this pawn here? Yeah, why? Hang on, why is this so good? Okay, and then we can take on b6. But even without taking on b6, I guess this is still a bit weak. But well, I think even if we don't take on b6, we'll take it next, like in a move. Well, he has to defend this, right? And then, yeah, so we'll take on b6 eventually. If we don't take it immediately and he tries to defend it, I guess g4, knight d4. I don't know. It's just a good position. But yeah, it's simply because the rook and the queen are lined up. Okay. So g4, yeah, not the best move. Top move here is actually bishop f3. So what's the why is that so good? Why is that so good? Oh, because the queen has to move. But what if it goes here? Oh, it still works no matter what. Okay, devious. Because the queen has to move and then... Yeah, it'll have to capture on e7 or else the knight will, and then the bishop will hit the rook. Okay. Anyways, this is what happened in the game. G5 was best. I played H4 very, like, pretty much immediately. It's not even, it's about the fifth best move. Still likes knight D5 as being the top move. I guess that's a fork. Yeah, so that would have been better. But this was still good. I played H5. Again, knight D5. So that's very, I could have played it a billion times. So yeah, E5 was a bad move. Computer says it's a mistake. Yeah, to me it's close to a blunder, but okay. So it's hard to find anything for black because the best move he makes is over +2 or +2. So there wasn't a whole lot of good choices, but yeah, I guess better was queen d8, just hanging tight, hoping that white makes a mistake. Yeah, so bishop takes was best. Ooh, bishop e3 was a blunder. It's still winning, but I thought this was a brilliant move. Computer says no, not brilliant. Oh, because I could have just... we did this later in the game. I could have played it right here. Oh, man. I could have played it right now. That would have ended the game right there. But, white's already very good here anyways. But, yeah. I didn't see I could have played bishop g4. That being said, whoops. Bishop e3. It's not even the second best move. c5 is... I guess it's because his queen still can't do anything about bishop g5. That's just a problem. Could he maybe do this? I guess it wants to take on d6, but I don't like c5. I mean, from the standpoint of it's kind of complex. There's also h takes, but I think it's just also just delays bishop g4. So that's why there's other good moves here. Once I brought this bishop back, we don't have this anymore because the queen can just hide here and then hide here. Okay. So other than that, I played well. That was my one mistake, but I was winning anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Just see how I did here. Knight d2, not in the top 5. I guess I could have picked up the knight immediately. Oh yeah, I would have looked at that earlier. So yeah, I can't really fault anything. I played pretty well. Here, I could have played bishop g4 earlier, but no, I'm quite happy. There was also the knight d5, which I had a small inkling of during the game, but I didn't know why. I could have played that like during 7 moves in the middle game. Would have been better than g4. Oh. But overall, I'm happy with how I played that. To go to them. Okay. I got a pairing. 1980 opponent. Wow, he's got a lot of games. He's got a lot of games played. Apparently, I played him before and I beat him. Yeah, he has 11,500 rapid games, and this is the impressive one here. He's got 3,300 classical games. Okay, so this opening, Alessandro always laughs at it. He thinks it's so bad for white, but I actually have a bad track record against this. So, okay, this could transpose into a Grand Prix. It's kind of like a accelerated Grand Prix. So I'm going to play it like I play against Grand Prix. So I could do that in a number of different ways. I could go G6 or Indian Kelowna. Not usually, no. But they just started a direct flight from Nanaimo to Kelowna. So I could fly Nanaimo to Kelowna really quickly and pretty affordably. Okay, anyways, back to business here. Yeah, so I could transpose into the Grand Prix either of these two ways. Um, I'm trying to see which one is like more committal. I'm going to go e6 here. So if he plays any of these moves, even d3, these will all transpose to the closed Grand Prix. If he plays anything other than these three moves, well, potentially he could play bishop b5. He could play bishop b5. Okay, so he's not playing the Grand Prix. This is, I don't know what this is. This is nothing. So knight c6 comes to mind. He might just play c3 though. Which wouldn't be bad for me, I don't think. But no. So this is his opening is confusing me. If I wanted to play Grand Prix style, I'd play g6 here. I do suspect that he is going to play c3, d4. Would that help me decide how I want to play this? Yeah, I'm deciding between bishop e7 and g6. That's tough. Okay, I'm actually going to play at g6, but this could lead to a lot of... This could get very sharp. Yeah, so there's... I haven't been to a tournament since February. So this is kind of interesting. He's playing it like a Grand Prix, but he played Queen E2, which is weird. Yeah, I haven't been to a tournament since February. My last two tournaments were the best two tournaments I've ever had. I told myself I'm not playing another over-the-board tournament until I get either 1,000 subscribers on YouTube or I hit 2,300 online. So both of those are nowhere close to happening. Okay, so yeah, once again, he's playing a Grand Prix, except he played Queen E2, which is strange. Does he want... I don't know what the Queen E2 is about. I don't get that. But I'm just going to play it like I play against a normal Grand Prix. Actually, I wonder if I should have... Might have been better to have played knight c6 first, because after e4, this would have been okay for me, but it would have put me into more of a position that I'm unfamiliar with. So I should have played knight c6 first, but it doesn't matter, like, objectively. So I think here I will play knight c6 for the reasons I just said. I am delaying castling. There is that, but... Yeah, so once again, we've gotten to... He's kind of playing it more like... It's almost like a Smith Morra, the way he played Queen E2. Yeah, it's just I've never seen someone do that. Normally you go Queen E1 and then Queen H4. Okay, so this is a strange move, I think. What's the point of this? Scary, because I don't know what the hell this is about. That's a very scary move. Is he going to do something crazy? I'm going to castle, though. Or maybe knight c6. Maybe knight c6. Well, I can always play that later. There's no need to do it now. Yeah. Okay, so I will castle. Have no idea what this knight h4 is about. That's such a strange move. Queen e2 is strange, and knight h4 is strange. But yeah, so part of it is tournaments are so expensive. That's why I kind of stopped going. And the other part is I hit so many rating highs. I'm scared for my rating to drop. So I've got some rating anxiety a little bit. Basically, I don't want to go to a tournament. I want to have a decent chance of increasing the rating. If it drops, well, so be it. But I don't want to go to a tournament in bad shape, because what's the point, right? So I want to enter a tournament and have a decent chance of gaining rating, even if it's 1 point. That's why I set the 2300 limit or whatever, target, prerequisite. Because I think I might be overrated FIDE. Okay, so he plays e3. So once again, he's playing a lot of the characteristics of a Grand Prix, but not actually doing a Grand Prix. So probably here I'm going to play knight d5, just play this like I do a normal Grand Prix. Knight e5 could also be played. But I'm just going to stick to the script. None too smart. I don't agree with that. Maybe if you played them every day or every week, but playing them once every like 6 months, it's not gonna do anything. And for the cost, it costs like $1,000 to go to a tournament. Okay, he plays Queen f2, which he's able to do because he played Queen e2 in one go. Now, I think I can just win a pawn here. Oh yeah, could I win a pawn? I think that wins a pawn. Because it's a lifeline, as Woodpecker calls it, because it defends this. So I think knight c2 wins a pawn. Never mind. Forget that. That I didn't say that. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so there's no tactics. No tactics there. Maybe. What about knight dc6? I'm threatening knight b4. Okay, so if I go bing bang. At the very least, I get his. I could trade the knight for the bishop. No, wait. I was right the first time. No, wait, never mind. Okay, yeah. Sorry, there's a lot of near tactics here. D5 might be a thing too. It's very similar to the main line I play against the Grand Prix. Oh, no, actually, D5 is a thing, but I'm leaning towards this because his queen is starting to get overworked. Because these two squares, right? C2 and H4. So maybe I will go here. And if he plays F5, Yeah, then I can take here. I don't know. I don't know about that. That's okay. That does get a little iffy. Yeah, f5. No, he would have to. Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna get a little slow on the clock. Okay. Yeah, because if f5, I'll take here now. I think I can still take on c2. No, I'll lose d6. Yeah, I'll lose d6. So maybe a6, but then yeah, f5 is coming. Oh, d5 maybe? Maybe I should play d5 earlier because, yeah, the d5 does... Well, no, because after this... Well, actually, hang on. Yeah, that's interesting, right? So d5... Ooh. d5, knight takes here. He still gets his bishop e3, but then I trade again, and then I take here. That would win a piece. Yeah, maybe d5. d5. I'm going to go d5 here. Yeah, because knight d4, I take with the bishop. He has to defend this way, but I take again, and then I take here, and I'm up a piece. So I wonder if I could have played that instead. Yeah, so I think this wins a piece. Nice. Yeah, we just take. And I could win either the bishop or the knight. Dealer's choice here. Spoiled for choice. Might take the bishop, because then I'm threatening a piece trade. He doesn't have to recapture the pawn, though. But even so, I'm threatening the queen trade. I think I'm going to go for that. So I guess he could do something like this, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take this way. Yeah, so he has to move his king or his queen. He might try to get really aggressive at this point. Oh yeah, okay. So he gets a pawn out of it, but I'm trading. So have fun with that. Oh man, I've been playing well today. What's up? What's up? Okay, so we will take with the knight. Gives him the d file. There is a fork here though. Unless he moves, he could come in this way. But I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I don't want to take what's a pawn. It's just another mouth to feed. None Too Smart says, wasn't it a free night? God damn it, you're right. Damn, and I got cocky too. Oh my god. You're right. Oh my god. That was a free night. That's embarrassing. I played so well, but now I got to take all of that back because I had a free night. Oh man. It's why you shouldn't be cocky, but it's hard to overcome. for me anyways. Okay, so I almost dropped this knight. I just kind of lost the thread there. I guess I should go back to c6. And now I've got a bit of a jumble to fix here. I'm just seeing if there's any interesting forks, but no, let's just get the hell out of there. Yeah, that's embarrassing. I could have just taken on h4. Oh, that's embarrassing. Damn, that would have been such a... And I was so smug too when I did this. The queen trade. I was so smug. Okay, so what am I doing about these infiltrating rooks? I guess I could play rook e8. Rook d8, I mean. Do I want rook d8 right now? Potentially. It also lets my king come in, so I think I am going to play rook d8. Because my king can go to e7 here. Now, does it matter if he comes to us? If I go king f8, takes. Yeah, that looks good to me. So he can come to us. Well, let me just double check. That's not good. So king f8, rook e8, knight e8, rook d1. So I would then have to play, hopefully, well, no, he's under attack there, right? Yeah, then he can be annoying here, but I should be fine. The alternative, and technically I could do this, but that seems a little bit messy. The alternative would be to take and then bring in the king. I guess I could do that too. Is there a big difference? Kind of. Because my knight would be on e8. So maybe it is better to take. And then play king f8. That is better. Oh, good thing I took my time. I play so much better when I am not being cocky. Okay, so yeah, I think just bring in the king. I could just sort this out immediately, but then his rook gets here, which might be a problem. I still might have problems here. There still might be problems, but let's just bring in the king. Yeah, because what about this? Like, is this a thing? It's hard for his knight to come in though. Because this, yeah, that takes a square away from his knight, potentially. I'm embarrassed that I didn't take that knight on h4. Because I've been playing really well today, but then I just missed like a free piece like that. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking king e7. Just get all this worked out. Get the rook in. Cover the entry point of the rook, enemy rook going to e6. Only thing I have to worry about is, okay, maybe is f5 something to worry about? I just don't see how it would be, so let's go there. I don't see. I mean, I'm congested. There's no question about that. But by the way, my opponent has all of his pawns. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know what he's doing here. Like, excuse me. This might give him this square though for his rook. Okay, he didn't do that though. Yeah, so here I have b6, or I have bishop d7. I might go b6 because my bishop gets on the long diagonal. So that's what I'm leaning towards. I don't see the problem If f5, so if f5 and bishop b7 and it gives me a check, I think I can even just tuck down. It's a bit uncomfortable, but I think I'm actually okay there. And if f5, bishop b7, if he takes anything, that's certainly not a problem. Okay, I'm going to play bishop b6. Yeah, the more scary thing is if he plays f6, which is probably what he would, that's probably the better move. So yeah, f6. Yeah, we're just going to go king e8. It is scary. I will give you that, but I think we're okay there. Because his knight can't come in. His knight has no entry points. And I'm going to play rook d8. So it's scary, but objectively it seems safe. He could then bring in the rook here, but that doesn't do anything. I just play rook e8, rook d8. Okay, he locks it down. That's kind of strange, but the other move didn't seem to do anything either. Yeah. Oh, maybe it's not that strange. No, but I don't know. I don't know how he makes progress. So once again, bishop b7. He can put his rook here, but I just trade this off. Yeah. Okay, let's just do that. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. Yeah, this would have been a lot easier if I had taken that knight on h4. I got too excited. Take a look at his account. Okay. Okay, well let's go for the trade. Hopefully I don't get trapped, but I don't see. He is up a pawn, but two of those are doubled. Crippled majority here. And I do have a knight, which is important. So if he trades rooks, I guess I would take with the knight. Just because I'm hitting his knight. So he would therefore need to move his knight. And I mean, I could take it with the king. But yeah, I'll take with the knight. Maybe I can do something like this. I don't know. Maybe I could do this. He would have b3. That doesn't really help me. Probably have to come in from behind. How do I maneuver this? This is because I can't. I guess I could put the knight on e7. There we go. Now we're talking. So I guess why he did this is he putting his pawns on dark squares. So that's why he didn't push the f pawn. So that does make sense. Yeah. Okay. So if we get a knight here, what am I doing? Okay, if we get a knight there, then I can push this and trade that off. That's gives me a little bit of room. So maybe I bring in the king. Well, I guess it doesn't quite matter. Well, it kind of matters. I could also bring the king in here and break this way. How do I do it? How do I do it? So yeah, if I break here and take with the knight, like knight takes, then I can break here. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's going to be my plan. And I could just do it with my king. Probably the faster way to do it. Now, what scares me about that is if his knight gets in here somewhere. I guess he could go there. No, but he can't because I'm going to take it. It's not easy for him to defend that. So I guess I could just come in with the king. I was going to do it with the knight. 1, 2, 3. One like this way. But I would have to move the king anyways. But the difference is my king would be more active on this side. Yeah, but I can come in here. And I guess I have time for that. Okay, I'll go in with the king. Oh. He's not quick enough, though. Right? Unless his plan is to take with the king. Which is interesting. I'm going to go here anyways. Yeah, he could take with the king. That's interesting. But then I've got check. Yeah, it won't work. Because I can do this. Although once I do that, then it gives his knight time to come in here. But that doesn't matter anyways. Yeah, so I can do that still. Gotta be careful about his knight coming in here. Because then he's threatening this. So I almost wonder if I should put the bishop on this square, h1. But he didn't come in with the king, so I guess that's a very good move he made. Another dark squared. But probably, I'm still going to do this. Still going to do this. It makes sense to me. This will be a fun endgame. If only I had taken queen h4 earlier. Wouldn't have had all this nonsense. If I get the knight here, if I fix this pawn, maybe I'll even fix the pawn on h4. Because if it's off h4, then it's easier for him to defend. Yeah, so this is what he wants, but I actually might like that because, as you say, I put a knight here, check, or not check, but he would have to keep his king. I don't think his knight could help. He'd have to keep his king to defend this pawn, and if I have the knight here, that is, and then my bishop is free to go on the outside. I don't know if is that really worth it though. I'm not sure. I might do this bishop move, because then my knight can come in from behind. Now that his king is far away. Do there, get some increment. See, now my knight can play. Bing, bang, boom. If we get this in, I don't know, get the bishop here eventually, check. How did that help? It doesn't really help. This is still work. Fun. If he gets a draw, he earned it, obviously. So I don't even care. I don't even care if he gets a draw. A very well earned draw. Okay, I think we bring in the knight. I don't see how my bishop gets trapped. Or does it? I almost lost my bishop. That would have been funny. And then I might have lost the game because I'm down a pawn. Goodness gracious. Almost lost. Okay, so we have to do this. Wow. Okay, am I overthinking this? Should I just like get rid of this and then bring in my king? Maybe maybe that's simpler. So the question is, do I want to push or take? Would I rather there would be this structure? Or this structure? By having more pawns, it means more targets. It's more for him to defend. So I'm actually going to push. That logic makes sense to me. By him having both the h4 and the f4 pawns, later if my knight gets behind in here, he has to defend 2 pawns instead of just 1. If he only has to defend the f4 pawn, well, his king could get more centralized, like go to e3, for example. So that makes sense. For example, if I had my knight here on g2, he has to defend both. Wow, why would you do that? Why would you give up your knight? Why would you do that? This has to be winning. I mean, I don't understand. Why would you do that? I've got a knight for a pawn. There's no way this isn't winning for me. I can even just immediately do this. I don't know why he did that. Okay, I will activate the king though. He was defending very well until that. Maybe he just, I don't know. That was so strange. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to do this maneuver because then he has to defend and then my knight can go over here this way. So let's go for that. Bing, bang, boom. Yeah, just bizarre to allow that trade. That's like winning the lottery. I mean, you can't allow that trade. That's the only thing you have going for you. Okay. So probably let him get the triple pawns. Actually, going back to my crazy study of the crippled majority, this is the correct way to defend. If I had no knight. So if I had no knight, this, unless there's reserve tempi here, this would actually hold the draw. It's the cup method. If he takes here, he can't get a passed pawn. And if he takes here, he can't get a passed pawn. And if he pushes, he can't get a passed pawn. So, yeah. But because I have a knight, I might just do this. Now, it's an interesting move he made, because if I allowed this, if I allowed b5, this actually might be a draw now. Well, I guess I could probably do that. But yeah, let's go there. Yeah, I'll look at that after the game, because if I had allowed b5, my knight couldn't maneuver. I guess I still could have won, because I could have played knight b7, and I could have, that would have been winning there too. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that little cup method is very useful. I studied the crippled majority with somebody on Lichess and against a computer. I have a video of it on YouTube. So because of that, I like to play a lot of openings where the opponent has the crippled majority, and then I just try to trade down, go to an endgame. Okay, so I don't think there's issues here. that I have to worry about. Famous last words as always. But I'm just gonna get to business here. These 3 pawns should be able to slow him down enough. If he has anything like a5. a5 would probably just take. Yeah, I'll pre-move that even. So, is he going to let his time run? Oh, no. He played b5. He's trying to get a passed pawn. I guess I should check it out to see if it's a concern. I just don't see how that would be a concern. If he had 2 free moves here, even if he had 2 free moves, I don't know what he's doing. So, time to take our pawn here. And if he jogs back to the H file, well, I guess then, what would I do? We both have 7 pawns. I guess I would go after one of these 2 pawns, the C pawns. So would this be the best way to do it? Probably not, because of this move here. But I might even have to just get rid of the H pawn and then grab one of these. Yeah. So would this be quick? Would this be quicker? What way is quicker? What way is quicker? We'd have to go to F3. And to give a check. Yeah, this looks good, I think. We do it this way. So he has to go king F3, and then I'll go to E1. And then lure him over to the queen side, and then run the H pawn. He can't stop both. Got it. You got to pick which side you're going to play. Okay. So you go here, and he'll be out of the square. I can just push the H pawn here. So. What's he doing? Okay. Okay. I guess he can have the H pawn. But my knight should be able to get an extra pawn after all this. Hopefully. Hopefully I'm not being too cocky, but it's going to take him a long time to come back home. So let's go here. Still no designs. He's very optimistic. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I could have gone without all that madness if I had just played queen h4, man. Queen takes h4. Okay, let's look at that game. Ooh, I still have some coffee. Okay, so yeah, very strange opening. The queen e2 was strange, and the knight h4 was strange. It was super strange. I burned a lot of time here because I was looking at tactics, which didn't work. I played knight c6, but I'm wondering if d5 might have been better. Because I did it, this was winning now, I think. I think d5 is winning. So I'm wondering if I could have played d5 earlier. No, it's only because he played knight b5. That's the only reason that this is good, because he can't retreat because I take so d5, he could have just played bishop b3. Yeah, so this is only winning because he played knight b5. Yeah. And then here, I was all excited that I can just trade queens here. And okay, you know why this happened? Because I didn't think he would take the pawn. I thought he would move the knight. And the funny thing is that would have actually prevented queen d4. So I got really cocky here when I won a piece. So it's potentially I should have even just taken. This might have even been the better. Well, maybe not. No, I would have lost a pawn. So it was still better to take the bishop regardless. But yeah, okay. Anyways, yeah, this was I had to figure out, or not figure out. I had to be cautious here. Unscrambled my pieces. Tried to break on h6, but he shut that down. He was very smart about putting his pawns on dark squares. That was smart of him. Played bishop h1 so that I could get my knight in. But he brought the king back, which was very smart because this would have blundered my bishop. So that was smart of him. And then he traded it all. I mean, he would have been losing anyways, but he would have lasted a lot longer. It would have been a lot more work for me. And this is just simple. We have the crippled majority here, so I think it's a draw even if I don't have a knight. This is a draw. I'm pretty confident about that. And so we just lured the king away and then, well, yeah. Okay, let's look at that with the engine. Sorry, I'm just doing something here. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, yeah, so it says I made 4 inaccuracies. Obviously, whoa, hang on a second. Shouldn't I have a blunder when I didn't take on h4? Maybe the engine says it's an inaccuracy because I was already so winning that any move doesn't really matter, but it should still call that a blunder because, you know, it's a piece. Okay, so let's look at that from the beginning. Yeah, so this was strange. Knight h4 was so bizarre. Okay, so It does like, it likes d5 even before knight d4. d5 right away. And if bishop b3, then knight d4. Why? Do they just want the bishop? Then it wants to go back to c6? I don't understand. Or it also likes b5. And actually, let me put its queen here. It might be better. Yeah, it just wants the bishop. Oh, there's a fork. Could I have done that in the game? I might have been able to. No, because I didn't play d5. Or had I? Interesting. Let's take a, okay, so that was interesting. And if he trades on d5, I think is it the same thing? Oh, you can't do that because of the fork. Oh, that's if he puts his queen there. I see. Okay, if he brings it back, well, we kind of get a tempo in the queen. Okay, this is kind of open though, a little bit more open than I like. But I guess d5 first was better. Yeah, so d5 here was better. I wasn't quite sure during the game. I was considering it. Yeah, but this is interesting because there is this tactic, which I didn't see. That same tactic, yeah. Should have seen that. And again, if he takes on d5, I think it's the same thing. What about bishop b5 though? Is it still completely winning for different reasons? Oh, knight f5, and then I think we take with the knight. Yeah, and then this opens up again. Wow, there's so many tactics here. And even a6 is winning. Oh yeah, I've seen this idea before too. I forgot that this works. Wow, there was so many tactics here. Crazy. Okay, but I played knight c6 and I played d5. Yeah. Yeah, I took this way. Yeah, so it says that this is an inaccuracy. I don't know why this isn't a blunder. Okay. So it doesn't love trading. There were better options. I considered bishop d7, but I thought, I don't know, I thought that might be more trouble than it's worth. It's suggesting to just ignore it. I don't know. I didn't really want him to like double up and do stuff. But those would have been a little bit better than trading here. But it doesn't matter. It's still minus like 5.5. Yeah. So it gives a tiny bit of preference for king takes d8, but it doesn't really matter. And yeah. So what was the quickest way to victory? It gives a tiny preference to knight c6, but I mean, this is nitpicking. Yeah. So I'm just curious If I had played knight c6, yeah, it's a straight draw. Yeah. Yeah, and so if he had played a different move like b4, I'm still completely winning. It's not even close, but you know, I have to be careful still. But I mean, because once he trades this, there's no chances for him at all. Okay, I think I'm going to end it there. Almost a 3-hour stream. Voice is starting to get a little bit strained, so I don't want to wear it out. A fantastic stream for me. Overall, I played very well, I feel. Not perfectly, but played quite well. I was pretty focused. So I played 3 classical games. I won all 3. Rare for me. Yeah, can't ask for more than that. Well, I can, but I'm happy with that. Okay, that's it for me today. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm getting back into a regular stream schedule again. I've streamed for like maybe 4 or 5 days in a row, and each stream has been pretty long. So getting back into the rhythm of things. Yeah, okay, thanks for watching. Have a good night. See you next time.